It is working now. Which it is. Okay. Had to restart it. Had to close some shit on my laptop. This will be a recap of wasn't really an interview, and I will talk more about that. For everyone who was wishing me positive vibes, everyone who was wishing me luck, I still want to say thank you. It really did mean a lot. Even when I was going to the interview, I was getting people wishing me luck, and it really means a lot, honestly. Right now, just because of things I've been playing out and the way shit has been going and all that. And I'm turn off the fan and take the shirt off because this is just making me hotter. I'm not making this for sympathy. I'm not making this for anything, but just to tell you guys what happened and all that. And when I stood up, you probably seen it. I don't have a belt. I've talked about this before, but I did find a shoelace and I tucked it under my button. And reason why I did that is because I talked about before me not having a belt. Every job interview I've went to this past year has been like my pants literally are like 2-3 inches below my waist. So, with this job being, everything I said it was in the last one, it was $10 an hour, medical insurance, dental insurance. They're open 7 days a week. So if I really want to, I could work every single day. And $10 an hour working every single day would really be a blessing, honestly. I'm going to try not to get emotional because I don't want to get emotional, but after everything, it's been really hard because it just feels like I keep on hitting these brick walls and I keep on hurting myself. And I feel like sometimes, why am I constantly in these walls? I'm gonna try not to read all the comments and stuff like that, or not pay too much attention to the comments. Once again, please check out my new song, and the merch link is now in the description, just so it's easier for y'all to find and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna start off with what happened after the live I did. So after the live I did, I literally just ended the live, and I didn't even get to finish smoking my cigarette. Which, hindsight, you know, I could have, but I just felt like, oh, well, I'll leave it. I will be smoking more cigarettes on this live, just kind of ease myself out. And yeah. I'm gonna start off with after the live ended. After the live ended, it was probably like 5-10 minutes. I ended the live, and after I ended the live, I took the dogs out, put them in their cage and all that. And as soon as I did that, I got a phone call from my nana saying she was outside. I didn't really talk too much about it. I did, I think it was last night or maybe the night before. I had hell trying to figure out who was going to take me. I had absolute hell trying to figure out who was going to take me and if I was going to make it on time. I was really stressed out about making it on time. I was stressed out because I didn't get much sleep last night. And I was a nervous wreck before I went to the interview. Okay. I do want to put that out there. So my nana pulls up. It's about 30 minutes till the interview when she pulls up. So about 2:30. About 2:30 she pulled up. And as I told you guys, I was almost out of cigarettes. She actually gave me one of her cigarettes, and we smoked a cigarette before we took off, which I really needed at the time. And it was really nice that she brought cigarettes because she usually doesn't carry cigarettes around. She usually, when she leaves the house, she usually doesn't bring cigarettes. So it was really nice of her to bring a cigarette or to bring her cigarettes. So I do want to say big thank you to her. So after we got done smoking the cigarette, I got in the car and we headed up there. My dad had gave me a location, and last night we had a fight. It wasn't like a serious fight. It was more just because I wanted to go to the right place. So we were kind of arguing about where it was at and all that, and he was just like, oh, it's down the street. It's down the street. It's down the street. You could walk. Don't call Nana. You could walk. Obviously, I ended up calling my Nana because I had a feeling that that wasn't the right place. And we get up there, and it's about 20 minutes till. I go inside and wait for about 5 minutes until someone asks, like, hey, do you need oil change? Do you need what? And I told him I was there for an interview. And he said, oh, well, that's the other place. And that time I was kind of aggravated because last night, me and my dad did have an argument about where the interview was, and I was right. That was not the place. Um, so no big deal. No big deal. I was a little bit stressed out after that. I was stressed out before that, but after we went to the wrong place, I was kind of a little bit more stressed out because it was around 240, 250 or so. And the other place isn't that far, but I was a little bit stressed out. I was really anxious on not making it in time and all that good stuff, because I know that that's one of the main things. When you go in for an interview, you want to make sure you look presentable, you want to make sure you're on time, you want to make sure everything is right. And we got in the car, and I'm more nervous than I was. And she had brought a Xanax, and once again, huge shout out to her, because she just wanted to make sure I wasn't too stressed out, So she gave me a Xanax, and I was so nervous that I literally swallowed it without any water. I'd never swallowed pills without any water. I've always had trouble swallowing pills, but this time it was a lot easier because I knew, if I got it down, I would feel a little bit better. And she gave me that. I took it, and we're at the other place, and she keeps on telling me, calm down, it's gonna be okay, we're gonna be on time, it's good. Just try and make me feel better. And we get there, get out the car, and same thing, they ask, like, do you want your oil changed, this and that and this. And I tell them I'm here for an interview. They say, what time? I said 3. It was about 10 minutes till 3. I was on time, and that really made me feel a lot better, because I was on time. I just took a Xanax. It was starting to kick in at that point, so I was feeling a little bit more mellow, which was really good because I was a nervous wreck. Before I went, I was a nervous wreck when we went to the wrong place. But I was starting to feel a little bit better because we were at the right place. I just took a Xanax not too long ago. And, I was in a pretty good mood. So I get out the car. My Nana parks in the back just so her car's out of the way. And she's like, calm down. I'll go in with you. And I'm that type of person. I don't like going places alone, because I do have a lot of anxiety. I hate to admit it, but it is really hard to go places alone. Whether it's the store or wherever. I don't care who looks at me. I don't care who talks to me. It's just I'm always nervous to be around people. I'm very, 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 very antisocial. But she went in there with me, and the whole time we're waiting, she's telling me, "Oh, calm down. It's gonna be all right. We're on time and all that." So we sit there, and I know a lot of people are that way, and that's why when I hear people are that way, I really relate to it a lot. And I'm very lucky to have people who are that way, who do support me and do talk to me. So I don't sound like a crazy person. Because sometimes I honestly do feel like a crazy person. But we get there, we sit down, and about 10 minutes of sitting down, it's about 3 o'clock now when my interview was supposed to be. And the girl working there, she came in and she told us like, "Oh, well, he's not here right now. I'm gonna call him and see where he's at and tell him that you're here for your interview." I was like, "Okay, okay." And 10 minutes went by, 20 minutes went by, 30 minutes went by, and at about that time, she told me that the boss was out of town, which the place he was at was only like probably like an hour and 30 minutes away. So I said, okay. And we waited a little bit longer. She ended up coming back in about 10, 15 minutes after that. And she said, "Who do you have an interview with?" And when I got the phone call, it was from a person in Houston. And he was like, I don't even know what the word for it is, but I guess recruiter. He was like a recruiter who worked in Houston for the company because it's actually a chain. And I told her that and all that. She wrote down my name, she wrote down my number, and she said, "Yeah, I don't think he's going to come back today." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Why?" And she was just like, he's out of town right now. He's working at another chain, just doing like maintenance for that place." That he wasn't gonna be back for another like hour or two. So I was like, okay. She took down my name, my phone number, all that good stuff, and after that, you know, she said that we could leave. She's gonna get him to call me back, and by that point, we had been waiting there about a good 30, 40 minutes. It was almost, yeah, it was almost like 4. So it was like an hour after my interview should have been. And we got in the car, I was really pissed. I was just pissed off. And I don't have anger issues, but I have things that trigger me. And that triggered me. And I actually, got really mad. And my Nana thought that I was mad at her. And, I told her, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the situation because, this was a big deal for me. And I tried to, just let her know I'm not mad at you. Because I don't want to say it's a female thing, but it's just like my mom does it, my grandma does it, my nana does it, my girlfriend does it. Every time I get mad, they automatically think that I'm mad at them. And it hurts me to think that she thought after everything she did for me that I was mad at her. And I tried to tell her, no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the situation because this was a really big deal. And she said, okay, do you want to go out and eat? Me and John are gonna go out and eat. And I told her, no, I'm really not hungry after that. Because I had completely lost my appetite. I felt sick in my stomach. After everything, I just felt so sick. I was sick about it. Because it's just like I had all these expectations, I had hope, and I thought things were going to be different. And she said, oh, okay, well, I'll take you to my house, I'll let you see Bobby. Because I've not seen Bobby since like the beginning of the year, honestly. It's been about 3-4 months without seeing my dog. And y'all guys know I love my dog. I love my dog to death. So we went to her house, and I got to see Bobby. When we were there, she checked him out, and I got a letter from a child support place. And I have so many letters, and I'm just being blunt as possible on this live because I'm tired of hiding shit and acting like everything is cool. But I got at least 10 letters sent over there about back child support, about how much I owe. I owe so much in back child support. And I can't pay it because I don't have income. I don't have a job. And yeah, so I was still pissed off. And when I seen that letter, it just really got under my skin. And she handed me the letter, and I said, you know what I'm doing with this? She said, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to throw it in the fucking trash can. She said, I don't blame you because you don't have a job. You don't have any way to pay it. I said, on top of that, I haven't even seen my son in so long. I told her it would be different if I actually seen my son. because I would have a reason to pay child support. On top of that, I have visitation rights for my son. But with every lie my baby mom I think I can't call her. I can't go to her house. She literally has a restraining order on me, so I can't go to her house. And the only way I could see my son is to take her to court. And once again, it's money that I don't have. And yeah. So after that, we went inside, and Shed gave me a oxy, which I have not took one in a very long time. And like I said, I'm just being blunt as possible with you guys. Before the interview, I had Xanax. After all that happened, I took oxy. I didn't split it or anything. I just took the full shit. And I still have another one that I might take tonight if shit keeps on bothering me. Just to kind of get, more mellow. So I got to spend a little bit of time with Bobby. I got to see him, which was really nice because I haven't seen him in a long time. I'm just putting my jewelry back in. So after I seen Bobby for about a good 20-30 minutes, she came in and she's just like, "Hey, we're ready. We're gonna go get something to eat. Do you want anything to eat?" And once again, I was just so sick of the whole situation. I told her, "No, just please take me home." And I told her, "No, it's not you. Once again, I'm not mad at you. I'm just really irritated with the situation. And I really hope she knows that. I'm not mad at her." But after that, she took me home. And on the way back, I started just breaking down. And I tried my hardest not to cry. I tried my hardest to hold it back because I didn't want to see John see me cry. I didn't want her to see me cry. I really tried my hardest to hold everything back. Just because I didn't want her to think, like, "Oh, why are you crying? Why are you crying? It's going to be all right." I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. "Hey, it's going to be all right. You're going to be all right. It's fine." Because I really just don't want to hear it. So we get back to the house. And after we get back to the house, I told John, "Thank you for taking me back. I told her thank you. I I said it at least 3 times because if I would have walked, I would have walked to the wrong location, and I wouldn't have had a way to get to the other place. I told her that. And she gave me a little bit of money, and at around 6, I will be buying some weed because I have not smoked in about 2, maybe 3 months. When I get off here, I'm gonna take the other pain pill because my guy doesn't get off till 6, which is really only an hour away. But I just want to feel numb. And I'm not back on Xanax. I'm not back on Oxys. I want to make that very clear. Because I really needed the Xanax. And pain pill, you can argue, yeah, you don't need it. You don't need that. But I really want to be numb right now. And when I do get some weed, I might not even smoke till later tonight. I don't even know yet. I might not even smoke today. I don't know yet. But everyone who did wish me good luck. I do want to say once again, thank you. Everyone who reached out to me yesterday and sent positive vibes my way when I was going through shit because I was worried about the interview and all that. I want to say thank you to those people. Thank you for people who watch my lives. Because it gives me an outlet. It gives me people to talk to. It makes me feel a lot better. But that is what happened today. Obviously it's not really a dud because they did take down my name, they did take down my number, and they do need help. So it's really not the end of the world, and I just got to remember that, and keep on sending me love, keep on sending me positive vibes, because maybe I might get the job. Who knows? The point is, hope is not lost. Just because I didn't get the interview today doesn't mean that I won't get the interview another day. I'm trying to think if I should split it. I'm not gonna split it. But I'm sorry for getting emotional on this live. I've just had a lot of shit on my mind. I've been dealing with a lot of shit. A few days ago, I had a mental breakdown over a lot of stuff that I could not even control. And when I have a breakdown, everything comes to the surface. Things that happened years ago, things that happened months ago, everything comes to the surface when I have a mental breakdown. And I had one, I think it was Wednesday is when I had it. When I have a mental breakdown, it is the worst feeling in the world because everything that has happened just feels 10 times more painful. You know, I start remembering people I've lost, friends I've lost, and sometimes I wish it was me. I try not to say that. I try not to think that way. Because I know people will be like, oh, you just want this. So I just post little shit on Instagram. I just say little shit, you know. I said pray for me on my Instagram. And I wanted to say so much more. But being in a position where I am and being in the type of stuff I do, you know, I'm supposed to be the person that people look at and they're like, wow, this person's living good. This person's doing great. You know, this person's happy. This person's got a good life. But it's not always like that. You know, I have a lot of blessings. I'm able to make music. The one thing I love to do is make music. And I'm able to do that. And I am able to have people listen to me and understand what I say. And that's a blessing. I have a girlfriend right now who supports me, who listens to me, who I can sit there and talk to literally for hours. And she just listens. And she understands. So in many ways I am blessed, but please don't ever think everything is perfect 24/7, because this is not. It's really not. But I will have a smoking video coming soon because my nana did give me some money. She felt bad for me, honestly. Because she knows I do have a lot of mental problems. And honestly, she'd rather me smoke weed than pop pills and crazy shit, you know. She honestly rather me smoke weed than drink. Which not a lot of people are like that. But I will tell you firsthand, if you have a mental illness and you drink, sometimes you can make the shit so much worse. So much worse. And I'm pretty sure people have been in that position. I know I've been in that position many of times where I would try to drink away what I was feeling or what I was thinking, and it would just hit me 10 times harder. But I cannot tell you guys enough. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support, all the wishes, all the well wishes, and all that. Because it literally does mean a lot. Fucking lot. Just having a YouTube channel where I can talk to people and be heard. When my main YouTube got deleted, it literally broke. It felt like I lost a part of me. It literally broke my heart because I had so many videos. I've had so many connections on that YouTube. And, you know, I'm rebuilding, you know, I'm re-evaluating. And luckily I had this channel, you know, which I tried to get more people to come over to this channel. So I'm lucky I at least had this channel. Because if I did not have this channel, I wouldn't know what I would do. Because I would have had to start literally from the very beginning. You know, I would have lost all the connections. I would have lost all the friendships that I've built. And I think that is what really broke my heart. Just knowing that not everyone knew I had a second channel. Not everyone It's ironic because I talked about it about a year or two ago. I'd made a comment and I said, you know what's crazy? I could die tomorrow. And there would probably be some people would, you know, type in my channel and be like, oh, why is he not uploaded? Why is this or why is that? You know, there's something playing on my computer. I just now heard it. I do not know what is playing. I've literally just heard, oh. There was a video playing on the computer the whole time. Wow, and I just now heard it. That's funny. But yeah, we'll begin weed in about an hour. I don't know, I might make a little video, like a submarine video or something like that. Whenever my dad gets off, I'm gonna have a man-to-man conversation with him, and I know I seem really emotional on this live because I really feel defeated, but I'm glad that I had people listening. I'm glad I had people who support me. I'm glad I have friendships, and big shout out to V Subs. I don't think he's in here anymore, but I literally met him through Instagram. And when I met him through Instagram, he was probably one of the most talented, dedicated, nicest people I've ever worked with. And he's given me so many opportunities. Working with him, we made about like 6 mixtapes together, and that's literally my fucking brother. Like, I know we don't always see eye to eye all the time, and I can say that about a lot of people, but at the end of the day, like, I would not have as much confidence in my music if it wasn't for V-Subs. I wouldn't have that much confidence, so I owe a lot of people a lot. Another person I owe a lot to is my boy Nano. I met this dude a few years back. He was like, I think he was like 14, maybe 15 at the time. And dude's literally growing up, and he still talks to me every now and again. I don't think he's ever smoked weed. And I do have people who watch me, who support me, who don't smoke weed or who have never smoked weed. And it really just makes me feel really good, because it's not just about weed. It's not just about smoking or having a sesh. I really got people who care about me, care about my life, care about my story. Like, before I went to my interview, I had Vess in here. Big shout out to Vess. There's so many people who I can list out who have sent me nothing but love, nothing but support for years. For years. And that is the craziest thing, honestly. So, thank you. Everyone who watches this, everyone who watched it, thank you. If you have not checked out my new song, please check it out. And I said in the last live, I did put the merch link down below, so you can find my merch a lot easier now. And I still haven't made a video promoting my merch, because I'd made one on my main channel, and ever since that got deleted, I've kind of really set off on it, and I haven't made a video on my merch. But even if you don't want to buy anything, even if you don't have the money to buy anything, please just go look at my merch, because I do spend a lot of time thinking of designs, a lot of time thinking about how I want things to look. And I am very, very blessed to have my own line of merch. You know, when I first got when I first got my first, it was so surreal. It was the most surreal feeling I felt in a long time. Just seeing my name on a shirt, being able to wear a shirt with my name on it, and being able to have, you know, all this, you know, all this love and support. It was so surreal. And I try to keep most things confidential, but I do want to say much love to Tom. Um, I'm not gonna say what for, but he knows what for. Like, that person, wow, wow. He's one of the most genuine, generous people who I've ever met. And when I was in San Antonio, no, he's a little bit older than I am. He always tried to help me out. He would always tips on what I could do and how to do things. And he was one of the main people. He was one of the main people who made me start, actually put in my own line of merch out. Because at first I kind of wanted it just to be exclusive, because last time I had tried to put out merch, it didn't go too well. And the website I was using was kind of sketch. A lot of people didn't trust it. And I ended up not even selling one t-shirt. And it's not like since I started selling merch, I've made like crazy money. Like, altogether, probably about like $40-$50 at the most off merch. And majority of the reason for that is I try to make my merch really affordable, because I remember being in a position where the only shit I could really buy was shit on sale or shit at Goodwill. No offense to Goodwill, because you can find a lot of great stuff at Goodwill. I was literally going to thrift stores for a while, just buying clothes from thrift stores because I couldn't afford new clothes. And if I did afford new clothes, it was literally like I could get 1-2 t-shirts, and that's literally it. So when I started, going to thrift stores, I was able to get like $5 t-shirts, ranging from like $5 to like $15 t-shirts. So that's part of the reason why I try to make my merch really affordable. It's just because I know how it feels to be in that position. And that's why I try to make everything affordable. And my music, I always upload to YouTube. I always tell y'all, if y'all want to download it, just download it through the MP3 if you don't want to pay for it. Because I've never been the type of person to push on to people like, oh, buy it, buy it, buy it. because back when I didn't have any money, I remember when I had an MP3 player, all my songs were off this one site that I think is, I don't even think it's anymore. A website. It was a website, and it was like LimeWire. If anyone remembers LimeWire, it's pretty much you download a song, and it might be the song, it might not be the song. You know, sometimes you'll download something and it won't even work. You know, sometimes you'll download a virus, you know. But I was in that position, you know, and lately I've really been in a bad position. Financially, it's been really hard. Last week, I literally did not have any food. Like, I was literally just eating on whatever I could find, you know, like some days I would just eat bread. You know, some days I would, you know, eat a bag of chips because that's certainly all I had to eat, you know. And I'm talking about like recently. I'm not talking about back then. Like, I'm talking about recently, you know. So that's why I was really happy when I got the interview. I was really optimistic. And like I said, even though today was a dud, it doesn't mean that I won't get the job. It doesn't mean, you know, that I won't get a call back. You know, honestly, I might just be overreacting to everything. But it was a real emotional day today, you know. For a few reasons. And if you did not watch the whole live, I really recommend y'all watch the whole live just so y'all can get a little bit better understanding of what everything that happened and went down today. But thank you. Thank you for everyone who's listened, for everyone who listened. And whenever I get some weed in a little bit, or like 30, 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to wait for him to go pick it up and then bring it over. And I'm gonna talk to him about shit because I've always been a very chill person. And everyone who I've been around and everyone who I've been blessed enough to meet always gets positive vibes from me. They always get good vibes, you know. I've helped people out. I've always tried to hold up my end of shit. So yeah, and the guy who sells me weed, I'm very blessed that he's actually a friend, you know. So I'm gonna tell him about what happened today, you know, talk to him a little bit when he gets here. And things will be better. And much love, Conley. Conley's another person. I've known him since like 2014, like 4 years ago. Conley's probably one of the oldest people I've had, you know, that I met on YouTube. You know, there's other people, but Conley has always been like, there's some days where I will literally talk to him and V-Sips almost every day, you know. But the past few days I kind of been fucked up mentally, and when I'm usually like that, I try to be short with people, and I do want to say sorry to V-Sips because he was talking to me last night about some stuff that was bothering him, and I was being short with him. But I hope he understands now, and that's why I wanted to be as blunt as possible. This is probably one of the realest lives I've done in a long time, you know, in a very long time. But thank you for everyone and everything, all the love, all the support. What I'm gonna do when I get off here, I'm gonna listen to some music, you know, try to get in a more positive mood. And once again, if anyone wants to hit me up, my Instagram is down in the description. That's the best place you can reach me at. I haven't been on Instagram as much as I used to be, just because, you know, a lot of mental shit. But I'm glad people understand. You know, that's more than what I could ask for. And you know, hopefully y'all don't watch this and you're just like, oh Fred, you're popping pills again, you're doing this and you're doing that. Because I explained it at the beginning of the live why I took a Xanax, why I took pain pills today. So I just want to be more honest with you guys. I know I got people who stalk me, and I'm starting to realize, fuck them, you know? Because the majority of people who stalk me, they want to see me like this. They want to see me hurt. They want to see me in pain. You know, and I know that. I really, really know that. And for the people who have talked behind my back, I know who you are. I know who you are. You know? Because the craziest thing is, I have so many people who support me for how real I have been that they will tell me. They will let me know. You know? And that is also a blessing because I don't gotta sit there and stalk people because I'm not that person, bro. I got my own life. I got my own shit to worry about. So when people hit me up and they're just like, oh, this person who you're cool with or this person who you used to be cool with is doing this or saying this, it's really much appreciated because I wouldn't know. I honestly wouldn't know. But if y'all have not checked out my new song, I hate to keep on putting it out there, but it's just it hasn't been doing too well. It hasn't been doing as well as what I wanted it to do. But if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. Please give it a like, share it, drop a comment, and I will go like the comment using this account because I still don't have access to my music account. Other than posting shit. Which is weird that I can post shit but I don't have access to it. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I'm just rambling at this point. If you missed anything, if you came in late, you know, I highly recommend you watch the whole thing. You know, I don't know how long it's been, but I highly recommend y'all watch the whole thing. Let me see how long it's been actually. Okay, hour. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, I really recommend y'all watch the whole thing if you missed anything. And thank you for the love. Thank you for the positive vibes. And thank you for the best wishes. And when I say something, I mean it. Like last night when I posted on my Instagram story, pray for me, I was literally going through some shit, you know? And I had people reach out to me who I know. I had people reach out to me that I don't know. So thank you to everyone. I'm gonna try to listen to some music, take a breather, calm down, and whenever I get some weed in a little bit, I might make like a submarine video or something like that. I still have a bong that I've not even tested. That little silicone bong. I still haven't tested it. So maybe I might do a submarine with that. Who knows? Who knows? You're gonna have to wait and see in the next episode. I'm feeling a little bit better, but honestly, I think it's the pain pills because I haven't took oxys in a while. I haven't took a Xanax in a while. Usually, I would have took 2 Xanax, but I only took 1 Xanax. But the pain pills I did take 2 of them, which might have been a little weak. I'm gonna try to be more honest with y'all guys, regardless of who stalks me, regardless of who watches me, regardless if this is what they want to see. This is what you want to see. Here it is, you know, honestly. If you want to see me hurt, if you want to see me in pain, watch this, you know. But thank you to everyone. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get off here, listen to some music, chill out for a little bit. As always, be sure to spread nothing but peace, love, and positive vibes. And as always, peace out. See you guys later tonight.